Gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ according to Matthew chapter 20, beginning at the first verse. Jesus told his disciples this parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out at dawn to hire laborers for his vineyard. After agreeing with them for the usual daily wage, he sent them into his vineyard. Going out about 9 o'clock, he saw others standing idle in the marketplace. And he said to them, "You too go into my vineyard, and I will give you what is just." So they went off. And he went out again around noon and around 3 o'clock, and did likewise. Going out about 5 o'clock, he found others standing around. He said to them, "Why do you stand here idle all day?" They answered, "Because no one has hired us." He said to them, "You too go into my vineyard." When it was evening, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, "Summon the laborers and give them their pay, beginning with the last and ending with the first." When those who had started about 5 o'clock came, each received the usual daily wage. So when the first came, they thought that they would receive more, but each of them also got the usual wage. And on receiving it, they grumbled against the landowner, saying, "These last ones worked only 1 hour, and you have made them equal to us, who bore the day's burden and the heat." He said to one of them in reply, "My friend, I am not cheating you. Did you not agree with me for the usual daily wage? Take what is yours and go. What if I wish to give this last one the same as you? Or am I not free to do as I wish with my own money? Are you envious because I am generous? Thus the last will be first, and the first will be last." Today's gospel reading contains one of those parables of Jesus that leave us feeling a little uneasy. The complaint of those who worked for the whole day in the vineyard seems very reasonable to us. "You have treated those who only worked 1 hour the same as us." This certainly doesn't correspond to modern employment practice. It would be unheard of for two people doing the same work to be paid the same wage if one worked all day and the other worked for 1 hour. Such practice would have been just as unacceptable in the time and place of Jesus. Jesus must have known that his parable would leave people feeling uncomfortable. This is not the way the world works. Perhaps that is the very point of the parable. Life within God's kingdom does not work as the world does. The parable ends with the vineyard owner's question, "Why be envious because I am generous?" It is a question that goes to the heart of the parable's meaning. Jesus is declaring that God is generous in a way that goes way beyond the norms of human justice. God's way of relating to us is not based on human merit. Jesus reveals God to be someone whose boundless mercy and generosity can appear scandalous to many, including those who thought of themselves as religious. This is the God revealed by the Father in the parable of the prodigal son. The son did not deserve the welcome he received, no more than those who worked an hour deserved the day's wages. Jesus declares that God does not treat us on the basis of what we deserve. God's favor is freely bestowed on those who are unworthy of it. It is an unmerited free gift. We are called to receive this gift in all humility and to allow this grace to shape our lives. We are to freely give to others as we have freely received from the Lord.